If you're over 60 and still working, you're not alone. More Americans than ever are delaying retirement, sometimes because they want to, and sometimes because they feel they have to. For some, those extra years can be a financial boost, allowing more savings, higher Social Security benefits, and extra time for investments to grow. For others, it can mean higher taxes, missed lifestyle opportunities, and putting off the very retirement they've worked decades to enjoy. The real question is this: are you working past 60 because it's part of a clear, intentional plan, or because you haven't seen exactly how the numbers would work if you were to stop earlier? Today, I'm going to share my honest take on how to evaluate whether working past 60 makes sense for you and what you should consider before making that ultimate decision. Hi, I'm David Millington, certified financial planner professional and president of Puzzle Wealth Solutions. I spent over 2 decades helping individuals and families build personalized financial strategies to work towards growing and preserving their wealth. Before we dive in today, make sure, please, to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future insights on retirement, tax strategies, and wealth planning. Let's talk about working past age 60. The first consideration is the financial upside of working longer. Working beyond age 60 can provide meaningful financial advantages, especially if you still enjoy what you do and your health allows it. The key, though, is understanding exactly how those extra years of income and benefits fit into your broader retirement strategy. Let's discuss 4 concepts. Number 1, more time to save. Not difficult here, but every additional year you work means more contributions to your retirement accounts and potentially more growth to those contributions. 401k or 403b plans, if you're over the age of 50, you can make catch-up contributions in addition to the standard limit. So in 2025, that's $7,500 in additional catch-up contributions above and beyond the regular $23,000 limit. Traditional or Roth IRAs, you can contribute up to $8,000 annually if you're 50 or older, but that's subject to income limits, especially for Roth IRA contributions. So let's break that down. Someone earning $200,000 a year who works 3 extra years and maximizes their 401k contributions could add $91,500, not including any employer match or potential investment growth. So that extra money would help cover some expenses in retirement. The second consideration, delayed withdrawals from those retirement accounts. By continuing to work, you may not need to tap your retirement accounts right away. So this delay can give investments more time to potentially grow. Also, it will shorten the number of years your savings needs to last to support you. Here's a simple example of that concept. Retiring at 60 and drawing immediately from your IRA might require your portfolio to last 30 years or longer. But working until 65 or 67 will obviously reduce that drawdown period, which may help reduce the risk of depleting your savings later on in life. It's not rocket science, but sometimes the easiest considerations get overlooked. The third consideration, higher Social Security benefits. If you delay Social Security benefits beyond your full retirement age, that increases your monthly payout. So for those with a full retirement age of 67, benefits will grow by roughly 8% for each year you delay up to age 70. Here's an example. If your full retirement age benefit is $3,000 a month, waiting until 70 could increase it to about $3,720 a month for life. And that's before factoring in any cost of living adjustments. So coordinating the timing of Social Security with other income sources is important to manage taxes and ensure long-term income sustainability. The last consideration, extended employer benefits. Remaining employed may also mean continued access to health insurance. That's valuable if you're not yet eligible for Medicare. With life and disability insurance, sometimes those are offered at no cost or subsidized. With retirement plan contributions, employer matches or profit sharing contributions can meaningfully increase your retirement balance. The financial upsides of working longer can be powerful, but they're most effective effective when integrated into a coordinated retirement income plan. It's not just about earning more. It's about understanding how those extra years impact your tax picture, your Social Security timing, and your lifestyle goals. But there's another side to this story: the hidden costs of working longer. While working past 60 can bring financial benefits, it's not always the clear win many expect. There are trade offs, some financial, some lifestyle, and that can impact your quality of life and your long term financial picture. Let's review 5 trade offs to working longer. Number 1, higher taxes. Continuing to earn a full salary may push you into a higher marginal tax bracket. It can also increase the taxable portion of your Social Security benefits up to 85%, by the way, can be taxable. Or it can cause you to lose certain tax deductions or credits that phase out at higher incomes. The second trade-off, Medicare premium surcharges called IRMAA. Medicare premiums are based on your income from 2 years prior. If your modified adjusted gross income exceeds certain thresholds, you may pay an income-related monthly adjustment amount. That's otherwise known as IRMAA. So as a baseline for 2025, if your modified adjusted gross income is above $206,000 for married couples who are filing jointly, your Medicare Part B and Part D premiums will increase. The third trade-off, lifestyle opportunity costs. One of the least discussed downsides is the time you give up by staying in the workforce. This might mean postponing travel plans or postponing time with grandchildren. Missing that window when your health and energy are near their peak, that's a big trade-off. Delaying personal goals that require time flexibility can add to that issue. The fourth trade-off, physical and emotional strain. Working longer can bring stress, commutes fatigue, and less recovery time. These factors can affect your health, which in turn may impact retirement readiness. I don't have much more to say about that except that this can't be understated. You only live once. You need to find time to enjoy it while you can. The last trade-off is the risk of delaying important planning decisions. Some people delay retirement planning because they assume they'll work indefinitely. The danger, life events such as health issues, layoffs, or caregiving responsibilities can force an earlier retirement than what you expected, sometimes with little time to prepare. Remember, the hidden costs of working past age 60 aren't just about dollars and cents. They include the opportunity cost of time, the potential for higher taxes and premiums, and the risk of delaying important planning steps. How do you weigh the benefits against these potential downsides? Once you've looked at both the advantages and potential downsides of working past 60, the next step is to evaluate your own situation with clear, objective questions. These aren't just about money, they're about your overall readiness for the next chapter of your life. So take a minute to think about this question. Are you truly working past 60 by choice or simply by default? If you're not sure, here are 4 questions for you to consider. 1, do you have a written income plan? A written plan details how much you'll need each year in retirement. And by the way, that number changes. Your budget will likely increase early in retirement because with extra time on your hands and unplanned expenses that will pop up like home projects, dental work, kids' weddings, new cars, special family vacations, grandkids, charities, high inflation spikes, etc., etc. The list is extensive and they will pop up. On the flip side, a plan will also help decide the order in which you draw from taxable, tax-deferred, and or tax-free accounts for these expenses. And also, how does your plan adapt to market downturns or to those unexpected expenses? Without a written plan, it's easy to keep working simply because you think you need to. And you're doing that without confirming if it's actually the case. Question 2 to ask yourself, how would your taxes change if you kept working? Additional salary could push you into a higher marginal tax bracket. It could increase, though, your taxable Social Security benefits. And it could, but on the flip side, it could trigger higher Medicare premiums due to IRMAA thresholds. There's a lot to consider. Question 3, have I considered the health and lifestyle trade-offs? Some people thrive on the structure and purpose that work provides. Others find that work limits their ability to travel, spend time with their family, or pursue personal goals or hobbies. And a very important fourth question, have you stress tested your plan for the unexpected? Health issues, market downturns, caregiving needs can change your plans suddenly. Stress testing can help you see if your plan will remain or may remain sustainable even if you had to stop working sooner. The key takeaway from that exercise of those questions, are you answering them honestly? And ideally with the help of a qualified financial professional. That can help you decide whether working past 60 is truly moving you towards your goals or it's simply a default choice. So now with those questions answered, let's move on to your financial plan. We want to build a plan that is customized just for you and your situation. Whether you decide to keep working or transition into retirement, the goal is the same. To have a plan that intentionally aligns your income, your taxes, your healthcare, and your lifestyle priorities. First, start with a comprehensive income map. Identify every source of income you'll have in retirement, Social Security and your claiming age, pension payments, if that pertains to you, withdrawals from taxable, tax-deferred, and/or tax-free accounts. Any part-time or consulting income, will you bring that in as well? Then determine how much you'll need each year, separating essential expenses like housing, insurance, and healthcare from discretionary spending like travel, hobbies, charitable giving. Second, look to optimize for tax efficiency. Structure the withdrawals in a way that may help manage your tax bracket. Coordinate the order in which you draw from different account types. Plan Roth conversions or capital gains in lower income years. Monitor IRMAA thresholds to avoid unplanned premium increases. And next, plan for healthcare transitions. If you're still working past 60, consider how long you'll stay on an employer wealth plan. When you transition to Medicare, how will that cover healthcare? And if you need to fund healthcare before age 65. Fourth, align your plan with your lifestyle goals. Ask yourself, what do I want my days to look like after I retire? How much time do I want for travel, family, personal projects? Am I working for the income, the structure, the connection? Maybe it's all three. And last, review and adjust regularly. Your needs, your goals, and the market conditions will change every single year. An annual review with a financial professional can help keep your plan aligned with current tax laws, healthcare rules, and your personal priorities. All right, let's bring this all together. The decision to work past 60 is about more than extending your career. It's about ensuring every dollar you earn and every year you work fits into a coordinated strategy for both financial stability and life satisfaction. So if you're over 60 or approaching it and want to know whether working longer is helping you reach your goals or simply delaying your next chapter of life, book a Zoom meeting with me using the link in the description below. We'll take a detailed look at your full financial picture, income sources, tax situation, healthcare needs, and of course, those lifestyle priorities, and help you create a plan that's personalized to your goals, structured to help manage taxes and manage income, but also flexible enough to adapt as life changes. Because retirement doesn't require guesswork, it requires a plan. At Puzzle Wealth Solutions, we specialize in helping high net worth individuals plan more confidently for healthcare, taxes, income, and long-term care with strategies that go beyond the basics. So if you found this helpful, as always, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more retirement planning insights. So until next time, remember, stay informed, stay proactive, and take control of your retirement.